Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of PCA Live. Today, we're continuing on what our Facebook Live was yesterday, which was all about the new PCA Product Hub. And today, we've got very special guests with us, Rocky Patel, and Rocky Patel is helping us launch the Product Hub with a special offering for his 20th anniversary, both in the natural and the Maduro. So I'd like to welcome the Rocky Patel, Dave Bullock, and sorry, and then Paul Groh is with us. Oh, I'm sorry. And is that Nish or Nish? It's Nish back there, right? How you doing, Nish? It's good to see you guys. Hi, Rocky. Hi, Dave. How's everybody doing? We've also got Paul Groh, who's going to be joining us too. Paul is also on this product committee from the board, who is part of launching this entire initiative. And so we're really excited to have everybody on here today to talk about this. I just want to reiterate a couple of points that we talked about yesterday. This is a brand new initiative that is a benefit to PCA retail members, where they get access to a special product hub on our membership portal where they can find exclusive discounts, special sizes on certain products, or exclusives that are only available to PCA retailers. I just want to underscore something that might have been a little confusing for folks, but PCA is not actually selling any of these products. This is a way for folks to go through and order these products and connect them to the manufacturers. And then all sales will be done and completed through the manufacturers. So I just want to go ahead and say, Rocky, Dave, and Nish, thank you so much for joining us today. How is everybody doing?
Great. Well, great. Welcome, everybody. Nice to see you, Scott. Paul, always great to see you.
Same.
Everybody out there watching, I hope you're enjoying your time and staying safe.
Thank you. Very good. Paul, how are you doing today? Well, thanks for joining us.
I'm very well, thank you. It's nice to see everybody. This is great. I'm very excited about the PCA Product Hub. I think this is going to be exciting. New process, and it's going to be rewarding for everybody.
So we're really happy and excited that Rocky has generously offered the 20th anniversary as part of the launch of the Product Hub. And you got two beautiful boxes right there, both the natural and the Maduro that's there. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can emphasize you so we can see those. But if you guys could just go through and talk about the 20th anniversary. I'm sure there's people that are really familiar with both of these products, but this is special products that marks your 20th anniversary of being in business. And if you could just talk about both of the products and what they are and kind of go through each, the natural and the Maduro, I think that'd be great for people to learn more about them.
Absolutely. So, Scott, we launched these products to celebrate our 20th anniversary in the business. We started originally with the decade, then it was the 15th anniversary, and now the 20th. And the 20th comes in both a natural wrapper and also a Maduro wrapper. And the fillers are mostly Honduran and Nicaraguan. And I would describe the cigar, I would say that the natural got lots of notes of caramel, black chocolate, cedar. It's medium bodied, lots of flavor, but very well balanced. And of course, the Maduro, I think, is a little bit richer. It's got cocoa, espresso, coffee. Again, also well balanced. I would say the flavor profile is medium bodied. They're both box pressed cigars. They come in a Lancero, Robusto Grande, Toro, and a 6x60. They've been selling well for us. The wrapper on the natural is a wrapper from the Jamastran Valley in Honduras. And then the wrapper, it's a seed varietal between a broadleaf, that's from the Connecticut Valley region. And so, that's where you get a lot of the caramel, coffee, and espresso notes from. One of the reasons we're offering this great sale on the 20th anniversary is because of the current situation with what's going to happen in every different state in the United States after the election. Because of COVID and everything else that's happened, I think the states are going to be looking for money. Many states are defunct. We're already seeing that a lot of them are asking for an increase in OTP taxes. We're seeing more anti-smoking regulation. I've seen across my desk in the last several months, some legislation in several states asking for no more smoking in cigar shops. And so we're at the forefront of this battle. Obviously, we're tackling the FDA issues and have been tackling those for years. We just filed another lawsuit against the FDA on the federal level, but on the state level, we want to protect our right to be able to sell cigars at an affordable price. We want to be able to make sure that we can smoke in all the smoke shops, and we want to be able to smoke outside. and several other locations. So the PCA is taking a percentage of the sales. We're donating that to the PCA to help them have the advocacy on the state level, lobbyists, other people that are fighting. When these regulations come up, when these new bills come up, we're at the forefront of the bills trying to squash them. And we're lobbying the local state representatives on a collective basis to make sure that these regulations don't go through that would have an impact on your retail shop and on your consumers. So please, I would take this seriously. I'd take advantage of this opportunity, bring these cigars in, help sell those cigars. You're going to make Keystone Plus on them, and a portion of the proceeds are going to help the industry on the state level.
Thank you very much. And so well said. And just to emphasize that, to Rocky's point, we've already been embroiled in so many battles. I mean, look what happened in Michigan of these stores arbitrarily being closed down and us being able to push through that. That does take resources. And to Rocky's point, right, this is happening in multiple states. We've already defeated over 6-7 different tax increases in states, helping to fight against a ban on smoking outside in Florida, of all places, right at the beaches, and trying to coordinate our approach there to keep that safe and legal for adults who want to be able to enjoy a cigar outside. And so this is exactly what this whole process has been about. And Paul, you've been a big part of the leadership that's been focused on getting this initiative going forward. And when we first started this, you made mention immediately how Rocky would be a perfect partner because Rocky's always been at the forefront of this fight. Can you talk a little bit about the process by which we wanted to launch this and how we were going to move forward with this, and why it was important that Rocky was kind of a part of this launch and specifically with this type of product that we know sells very well and can do a lot of good?
Well, thank you a lot. Thank you very much, Scott. And thank you very much, Rocky, Dave, Nish, and Nimish. I appreciate it very much. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Paul Groh. I own 2 shops in the state of Wisconsin called Metro Cigars. And I'm part of the PCA board, now part of the PCA EC moving forward. But I just wanted to say that the Product Hub was a great idea for us to support state advocacy, as Rocky had mentioned earlier. I think that's a grassroots side of it all. That's where a lot of these states are going to continually try to find ways to make the money up for the losses that they had imbalanced inside their budgets from the pandemic. So we got to continue, and we were fighting these even before the pandemic. So we're going to continue to fight these even harder as it comes on. So, I thought right away, Rocky has been so involved from the beginning of all the advocacy that we're doing, whether it's on a state level, on a federal level, individual legislative people. He's just been out in the forefront. So who better, in my mind, than to launch the Product Hub with Rocky and his products. So I thank you guys very much for stepping up and being part of this, because this is going to be successful. And I hope to have you guys do more of these in the future. So thank you.
Yeah.
And let me say this, Paul, I think it's very, very important for those of you that are not PCA members or have not paid their dues. I know we didn't have a trade show last year because of the pandemic. And, the trade show is important for several reasons. I think first and foremost, it allows us to introduce our new products. It allows us to showcase some of the products we already have in existence, but it's an opportunity to create relationships with a lot of them. We can't get out to every single store and meet everybody. We have time to spend with you. We have ideas to talk about how to better sell the product. I think the PCA helps give and empower the retailer with better skills to make their business more successful. We also talk about a lot of the state issues that are facing the state retailers on the state level. We talk about federal issues. So there's a lot of things that happen at the trade show that are relevant and important. And what comes out of it all at the end of the day is a funding mechanism, because this does not happen automatically. I can tell you that between the PCA and the CRA, they spent $7 million in legal fees on the FDA issue. That's just paying our attorney. We've spent another $7 to $8 million on federal lobbyists trying to protect our rights, smoking rights, taxation rights, FDA issues. We've spent millions more on the state level all the different states, there's always something coming up. So, it really is a vehicle that provides funding so that we can actually have a central source that is out there tackling these issues. And I'm going to say this, collectively, we've all learned how important it is to get organized to protect our industry. And so many of the manufacturers that I deal with on a daily level, we sit on these conference calls when we're together, when we're in Washington, D.C., we have decided that we are going to support the trade show to the strongest level yet. We are going to all come out with specific new product that will only be available to people who are due-pay members that attend the show. So it is important for you, if you want the new products from companies like myself, from the Padron family, from the Fuente family, the Ashton family, and many others, that you attend the show, because we are making it, it's really important enough to survive in this business. And in order to survive, we've got to have a trade show. We need attendance from the retailers, because that funds our advocacy both on the state and federal side.
You couldn't have said it better, Rocky. I'll tell you, as a retailer myself, there's many ways that you can give back. And this is one of those biggest ways, is to become a PCA member and go to the trade show and participate in these kind of programs, because you may not be able to always write a check and do things as a retailer, but if you buy this product and you sell this product and the consumers enjoy it, everybody's participating in this program. Everybody's helping out, because Rocky and others are going to be willing to donate some of the proceeds back to the state advocacy of PCA. What a better way for each and every one of us retailers to participate and support.
Yeah, and these battles are not going to go away. I mean, this is the cost of being in the business. We've come so far along to really advocate and show people that premium cigars are different than all other tobacco products. And that takes meetings in every single office. Every time there's new Congress, there's new rookie members, we have to educate them, because you have American Cancer Society, Tobacco Free Kids, American Lung Association, on and on and on. And they're always advocating to abolish tobacco from the face of the planet. They don't distinguish the difference between cigarettes and premium cigars. And so we're always advocating, and that takes a lot of work on the state and federal level. So this is the cost of being in our business. I think we've come a long way, and we're going to only get further involved. You've seen the results. We've already won 2 lawsuits. We got rid of the warning stickers that were supposed to go on these boxes. We won there. We just recently won another case in federal court to get rid of substantial equivalence, so that the FDA doesn't force us to go through complex constituent testing and chemical testing. And finally, we filed a 3rd lawsuit now to once and all try and get rid of the FDA overreaching burdensome regulation. So, once these challenges are over on the federal level, we're going to shift all our efforts onto the state side, because on a daily basis, new state legislatures are being forced by these health groups to come up with regulation that is not good for our industry. It's overreaching. Again, they're trying to raise the age from 21 to 28 now. They're trying to get more anti-smoking regulation across the country. They're trying to get the OTP taxes higher. This is a battle that will always remain, and we have to stay united. We got to help each other. The trade show is not about just coming there to buy and get deals. It's a lot more than that. And now you're going to see diverse products that are offered only at the trade show, because we need the attendance. We want the attendance. And it's going to be more captivating, more educational, and you're going to get the tools that you need to become a better retailer. So please participate, pay your dues, join the PCA, and attend the trade show.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rocky. I think that obviously all of that there's a lot of depth and richness to all those comments, but just to kind of underscore what you were talking about there, to use an example, right? When T21 happened, it was a nationwide, obviously very orchestrated effort that happened kind of all at once. And that's really why we want to stay on guard in all of the states and be proactive every single moment of every single day as we're going through. Our team here reviews hundreds of bills that drop every single day that we go through to make sure. So if something like what came up in New Jersey a little bit ago, where it was going to require tobacconists that sell only premium products to sell tobacco cessation products, we can be on guard and we go and defeat that. We don't ever want to be in a position again to where we're not ready and attacking things at the point where they're being talked about in committees or being released, so that, to Rocky's point, Tobacco 27 is a horrible initiative to where it would change the absolute landscape of how so many tobacconists function and work. And it's an idiotic bill, right? And other things that come up. And so it's all about us staying coordinated and being able to do this. And the other part, what I love about what the product committee has created here in the partnership with our manufacturers is this is a win-win. I mean, this isn't a donation. This is very much, you're getting a phenomenal product here that turns regularly at a discounted price. And on top of it, proceeds are coming back to the very organization that's out there fighting every single day to keep your retail store operational, profitable, and keeping the laws at bay that would, outlaw basically what you do for a living and the business that you've built. So that's what I love so much about all of this. I do want to just real quick show people what this looks like so that way they understand. We went through this yesterday, but I kind of just want to show so everyone's got familiarity. It's a really easy process. When you log in as a member of the organization, you'll see the link appear in the navigation, and this is what it will look like. So here is the, let me scroll up so you can see this. This is the natural page, right? A nice little description that goes in here that tells you what Rocky talked about the flavor profile here, the different sizes that are available. And then right here, right, it's a special discounted price, Rocky's commitment back to PCA. And you'll notice that here is zero. That's not the actual cost, because all we're doing here is taking an order for a commitment for you for how many boxes you would like. All you do is just add how many boxes you would like. Their sales representative from the Rocky Patel company will go ahead and reach out to you and finalize and say, okay, I see you ordered 20 boxes. They will finalize which sizes you want and go ahead and complete the sale. Your transaction will be directly with the Rocky Patel company and not with PCA. So that's how all of that will function for Product Hub. And then the same thing would be also for the Maduro. Same exact thing. It's a really easy shop setup, really easy process, place the order, and then it will be completed from Rocky Patel through their sales representatives and their associates. So then we've kind of gotten some of that business out of the way. I do want to catch up. I haven't seen you in a while, Rocky. Talk to you. Just a checkpoint. I think a lot of people, how is the Rocky Patel company doing? How are you doing? And what are some exciting things that you kind of want to let people know that are on the horizon for your company? 2020, getting out of the pandemic.
I think these are very interesting times for the premium cigar industry. I think that when the pandemic first hit, everybody was really nervous about what was going to happen. I know we were. Initially, our factories were closed for several months in Honduras and Nicaragua. Luckily, we had quite a bit of inventory, and I always believe in carrying inventory at our warehouse, so we were able to supply our tobacconists. But there were times where certain SKUs were out of stock because the infrastructure got hit with the hurricane in Honduras. The factories being closed really hit on our supply chain. But I can tell you that things have shaped up quite well in Honduras, Nicaragua, and also from what I hear in the Dominican Republic. So this industry is actually thriving better than I've ever seen it in a long, long time. It's almost like the time of the boom. And I had several questions out there for a lot of the retail community and others to find out whether, in fact, people are smoking more cigars just because they're working from the home, and I think that's part of the reason. But I also think there's a lot of new customers that are entering the space, and you see that in the bourbon space, you see that in the tequila space now, in the spirits, and I think the same thing. The millennial generation, the younger generation, are enjoying cigars because it's something that's a little more cultured. It's something that is, I would say, a celebration, but more so, it's a connoisseur, and so they're enjoying this from a connoisseur's perspective, just like they do the spirit. So, I hope we can keep this along because I know that our company is doing well, and I know many other companies are doing well, and hopefully your retail stores are doing well, and you're seeing growth like you've never seen before. And the goal here is to keep that momentum forward, keep marketing, keep bringing in new customers, keep this nice, steady growth for the industry going. It's unparalleled. It's good to see, and it's good and healthy for the industry. And the industry sure can use the money to fight all the litigation and the advocacy that's taken on the challenges for the last decade or so. So, we'd like everybody to be part of this family. I always tell our Congress folks that, we're a cottage industry. We're an artisan industry. We need to stay together, the retailers, the manufacturers, the consumers. We have a real, artistic product here. We have a hunger for quality and an appreciation for the fine things in life. And so, it's good to see that the industry is thriving right now, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think that, as we've seen more people come in and get to experience and enjoy this great industry and the great products, I think it speaks to, a lot of the younger generation, as you talked about. They're more focused on experiential purchases as opposed to, buying things, for example. And I think that's one of the things that the premium industry really offers, is a great experiential aspect of being able to interact with the products. And you obviously have some great experiences that you've set up through Burn by Rocky Patel. Those are great lounges, offers phenomenal experience, and I think that's part of the growth that's there as well. In terms of that, I want to ask a question. What is your favorite drink to pair with either the natural or the Maduro when you're smoking one of those? I mean, I probably have a pretty good guess about what Rocky drinks regardless, but if anybody else wants to jump in there with who's sitting there with you.
Well, I mean, you'll be surprised because you'd probably think I would say Scotch, but
yes,
because of the level of complexity and flavor, I actually prefer a good cab or a good Italian wine like a Brunello. Just a nice, rich red wine pairs really well with the cigars. Sometimes the alcohol content from a Scotch, it takes over the palate a little too much, so I really enjoy this. But I want to give you a sneak peek. You asked me what do we have new in the works this year at our company. So, it was my 60th birthday a few weeks ago, and to celebrate that, we've come out with something that we're very, very proud of. In the last several years, we started making some cigars and aging them for 2 years after they're rolled in humidors in Esteli, Nicaragua. We did that with the age limited and rare. We also did that with the quarter century. So we came out with the blend about 3.5 years ago, and we've been aging this cigar for 2 years after it's been rolled. And we're planning on releasing it sometime in early June. Unfortunately, the cigars are ready, but the packaging was not ready because of COVID. But I'm going to give you a sneak peek. This is going to be the new 60. And, this is to celebrate my 60th birthday. Let me see if we got some cigars in there. We do. So this is what the cigars are going to look like. So that's the box.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Beautiful.
The 60, and it is only going to be available to those folks that come to the PCA show in Vegas this year. So, and I know that many of my other brethren in the industry are working on similar projects because we want to support the show, and they'll have very, very special cigars that will only be available to people who come to the show. So look for this at the show. This is something new we're working on. Be out later this summer, and hopefully get a chance to meet you there and enjoy some cigars with you.
That's awesome. Yeah. Happy belated birthday, Rocky. You don't look a day over 35. So congratulations. I want whatever it is that you, I want whatever that Scotch is that you drink that keeps you so young. I need to give me some of that. I clearly wasn't able to hold on to my hair, so I need to figure something out.
Well, being a boy from Wisconsin, my choice of drink is beer typically. So I would have to say Tyrania's Rocky Revenge Brown Ale would be an excellent cigar with, an excellent beer choice with either one of those wrappers. It's a great local brewery here in Lake Mills, Wisconsin. So that would be my choice.
Very nice. Very nice. I had the natural a little bit ago and had that with a Havana cappuccino, which it was actually a great pairing as well. That blended really well with those notes of cinnamon in there with the way that was coming through with that Havana cappuccino. So that was my pairing of choice a couple weeks ago when I smoked the natural. So I'm really excited to try that 60. I'll have to kind of what you talked about. Your ALR is one of my favorite cigars. That's a phenomenal cigar. For anybody that hasn't had it, I can't recommend that cigar enough. It really is incredibly delicious. And so I look forward to the 60. If it's blended in the same way as that ALR, I can imagine how delicious that's going to be as well. Just wanted to also hear a little shout out. Luciano wanted me to send along his kind regards on the comments. He just said hello to his good friend Rocky. So Luciano says hello, Rocky.
We love Luciano.
Yeah, Luciano's great. All right, well, Nish, Dave, do you guys have any pairings that you guys like to drink with those 20th anniversaries?
Well, I'm a Crown Royal guy, so
There you go.
Crown on the rocks, splash of water, and any one of Rocky's cigars is good for me.
You know, I go with tequila and gin martinis. I think it pairs great with that too.
Very nice. Good. Gin martini. Absolutely. Nish and I have the same barber. Nish, we're good. We're right there. We're
Guys, including everything.
outstanding. Rocky, Dave, Nish, Paul, guys, I just want to say thank you so much, Rocky, again, all the support and this outstanding initiative. Thank you for coming out of the gate with us. All retailers, April 1st, this is going to open up, and this is going to be available. Jump on this. Like Rocky said, you guys are going to make more than Keystone on this. And the best part is that you got money that's coming back to PCA that goes right back to the defense of your stores.
So Scott, just so they know, I think we're offering 25% off the wholesale price of these boxes. So there's Keystone plus 25% margin here. And, if you want to discount a little bit to sell it faster, that's great. But keep in mind that money's coming back to the PCA. So take advantage of this deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you again, Rocky, Dave, Nish. It's great to see you guys. Can't wait to see you all in a few months live and in person. And the support here is fantastic. Thank you again, Paul. Thank you again for helping to lead this initiative as well.
I just want to say, guys, as a retailer, I really hope that you guys take advantage of this opportunity to really do your part of helping advocacy and supporting Rocky Patel and PCA. So please step forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Gentlemen, I hope everybody has a terrific rest of your afternoon. And thank you again for joining us. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, retailers. April 1st, start putting those orders in and buying and selling. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it very much.